What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, man, we're finally starting the Call of Duties in 2025 series. Don't mind me, I'm a little sick yet, so I'm going to be coughing a whole lot throughout this video. But, without further ado, let's get into Call of Duty Ghost. So, in today's episode, at least for the first few episodes, so like Ghost, AW, IW, BO3, and NWR, I'm probably going to be doing bots for the most part, just because the lobbies are full of hackers. I've had Ghost and BO3 downloaded for a couple days, and I've been hopping on randomly to check the lobbies at different times, and every lobbies I've had so far at pretty much all points in time have been full of cheaters. So I've decided just to do custom games to kind of talk about the game and my opinions of the game over the years, going forward, and kind of just go over that way. But, you know, I also want to have some decent gameplay, so we're going to play some bots. So, for those that don't remember, Call of Duty Ghost was one of the first Call of Duties on Next Generation, so PS4, at the time of the console wars. And Ghost was a game that people really didn't like when it first came out. A lot of people did hate it. I vividly remember there being a lot of anti-Ghost, I'm gonna say propaganda at the time. A lot of people thought it was too slow, and it was, is this guy gonna push me? Come on, bot. Good job. But a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people thought there was a lot of issues with the game. Now, in my opinion, in 2025, this game makes BO6 look like dog shit, in my opinion. Had this game had fucking 120 FOV, like the modern CODs do, I think we would have had a much different look on this game now, and even this could even be a super playable game in the modern age. I mean, it's a good game. It's got no SBMM, and it feels good. Like, this game feels good, other than the 60 FOV that I'm on right now, which is the unfortunate side effect of an old school COD. And we'll be seeing 60 FOVs until at least BO4, I believe. I want to say, I think Modern Warfare 2019 does have FOV changing. So BO4 should be theoretically the last COD that we are stuck at 60 FOV. 60 FOV. But yeah, man, it's just a good time. I know, I love it. Where did I die? Yo, bots are crazy. Like, bots are so crazy, bro. But yeah, I mean, I love the game. I had a lot of fun as a kid. I know as a kid, Ghost was like the first COD that I got on Next Generation. Besides, I think I got this in AW around the time I got my PS4. Those games had been out for a while. I know BO3 was the first. Oh, I just thought of something. I'm wrong. I'm completely wrong. I've been just yapping this entire time. I'm pretty sure BO3 was the first official release, like upgraded release for Next Generation, now that I'm thinking about it back. It's been a long time since I thought about that, but BO3 is what actually got my my PlayStation 4 is a Black Ops 3 PS4. But either way, these were still like some of the first games on Next Generation, because these were the older Cod Ghost and AW were actually older than BO3. So even though these weren't the official release titles for PlayStation 4, these were technically the first Call of Duty titles to be officially released on the Next Generation consoles. But yeah, it was a great time, man. I'm getting shit on. But it was a great time back then, man. I remember COD being different back then, in the sense that there wasn't, there was a lot of campers back in the day, but there wasn't nearly as many cheaters, at least in my experiences. There was also not nearly as many Zens and controller strike packs and stuff back in the day, just due to the pure fact of, let's switch up the guns a little bit. You guys want to see what we want to use here? Let's use the Vector, bro. The OG Vector. And a lot of the guys weren't really cheating back then. It wasn't a big thing. I mean, you had your mod menus and stuff and all that, but in terms of like how cheating is nowadays, where, you know, every lobby has 1 to 2 cheaters in it normally. It wasn't nearly as bad, and I think that's what... Oh my god, bro, the OG throwing knives were good if I hit my shots. But yeah, man, that was the era where you could actually play Call of Duty and not have to worry about cheaters all the time, especially because the older titles weren't as old as... So for like example, Black Ops 2 wasn't as old in comparison to this game when this game dropped as it is now to this game, right? Because even going through Black Ops 2 now, going to Black Ops 2 now would be like an insane year difference. I mean, we're talking like, what, 15 years or whatever, so it wasn't nearly as large of a time difference as it is now. So this game felt a lot more, you know, you could go back to BO2 if you wanted to. There wasn't as many cheaters, but like now you go back to BO2 and half the lobbies are just cheaters. So it's one of those time things, and I think that's what, you know, Ghost struggled with, is Ghost didn't really compete as well against the older OG CODs, like the original Modern Warfare trilogy and the Black Ops trilogy. It didn't really compete as good as it could have. Now looking at this game compared to some of the modern CODs that we have, it does compete very, very well. I think this game is better than majority of the Modern Warfare games we've had in recent years. And I guarantee you that it's better than BO6. I mean, this is what originally COD is supposed to be. No omni movement, no SBMM, no weird ass comms bannable bullshit that we have now in COD. I'm hitting the stupid ass shit. And then that's just the thing about Ghost, man. Ghost was just a good time, and this is kind of be what it'll be for every video too. It's just me talking about how good the game is. I don't want to I don't want to make the series just me talking shit on older CODs. Even the CODs that I didn't like Modern Warfare 2019, I do plan to at least be somewhat positive as much as I can, because at the end of the day, that's what these series is all about. It's about going back and looking back on some of the greatest CODs we've had in the generation, and some other ones that aren't as good as the others, and kind of going off that. Good job, dog. Back when sniping was actually fun. I couldn't shoot that car? That's crazy. I wasn't sure how to do these videos. I actually got an idea from another YouTuber. I forget his name, but he did a similar thing. He didn't do CODs in 2025, but he did playing bots against every COD, playing every COD's bots in a single video. That's actually what gave me the idea to do bots for the series. Dude, sniping old CODs is just better, bro. Except when you don't hit your shots. Yeah, man, I love old school sniping, bro. It'll never be the same. Sniping will never be the same, man. Truly, no. I don't think. I mean, maybe they could make COD sniping good again, but it would take a lot. And I feel like a lot of people would just bitch and whine about it more than anything. Oh my god, I missed my no-scope. No. What are we running for secondary? Do we not have a secondary in this class? Oh, we do not. That's why I can't switch to my secondary. Let's use the EBR and see what drama we can get ourselves into. Hit marker. The weapons we had back in Ghost 2 were just so good, man. This is a modern COD issue too that I've realized, is we don't get very many unique new guns, and that's a big issue in my opinion. Like, if you're gonna see as we go throughout this this journey on these over CODs, that they had way more confidence in making new styles of weapons, and I think them not doing that is a huge problem. Like, for example, like we had guns like the gun we were just using. That's a brand new gun that was never in Call of Duty before. This is it's called the SC 2010. And this is just a cool gun. I think it's a mashup of a bunch of real guns that are just kind of mashed together. And that is the beauty of old CODs, bro. They were able to just make new guns that were fun and unique to those games. And you're going to see that a lot coming forward when we do BO3, Infinite, and Advanced with the unique weapons. BO3 has a little bit like that of the unique weapons. Not as many as like Infinite and AW. And then you're gonna see a couple of those unique weapons going forward in like World War II, as well as BO4. But when you get into those Modern Warfare games, those Black Ops games, they're all going to be the same weapons time after time after time. And that really just kind of sucks in my opinion, because it kind of ruins the... it just feels bland after a while. Right, it's like playing a milsim. Milsims are fun for a little bit, and then after a while, you're just kind of like, I'm bored of it. But no, I really am excited for the future of the series and going into other CODs. I think Ghost always holds a special place in my heart because it's the first one that I do every year, just because Ghost is one of the very first games that I met people on, some people which I still talk to this day, and it's just one of those games that I never really forgot about. A lot of people forget about Ghost. I never did. And I have always said this, that the golden era for Call of Duty has never been, the Modern Warfare trilogy and Black Ops trilogy, the originals. That the real golden era has always been from Ghost to World War II. So Ghost, AW, BO3, IW, World War II, Modern Warfare Remastered. I'm trying to think what other games came out in that time frame. I think that's all the CODs that came out in that time frame. But I believe that is the real golden era, because that, in my opinion, is the era full of passions. Mistakes, yes, and there is a lot of mistakes in these EXO games that they made, but you only can make mistakes when you put a lot of passion into something, in my opinion. Like, I know when I put a lot of passion into something, I make a lot of mistakes. Just like when I just recorded this video, right? I was saying that this was for the first games, and I made that mistake of forgetting about BO3. And that's just because I love the game so much, and sometimes I overthink stuff. And I think that's the same way for video games. I think that sometimes if a game is too good or too bad, it's usually because there was no passion there, and they were just following a script or following a bunch of rules or instructions. But when there's mistakes, as well as benefits, so like Ghost had its own problems, I think that shows passion, and I really am excited to replay some of these old CODs. That's something I don't do nearly as often as I should. I think that I should start playing old CODs again. So if you guys want to see me just start playing old CODs again, just randomly either playing campaign or the zombies if they have it, the survival if they have it, or the here on Ghost we have extinction. So if you guys want to see me play those things, even if it's just for a video and then I never play, I don't play it the rest of the year, or something, let me know down below, because I think we often too much forget the old CODs. And shockingly enough, this game has over 300. You can see this, the players online tracker, and right now there's 315 people online, which in the grand scheme of the world's population is not a lot. That's like 0.1%, under 0.1%, probably like 0.00001% of the population. That's still impressive for a video game that's came out in, I think this game came out in, what, 2013, 2014? So it's pretty damn impressive that this game still has over 300 plus people on it. And I've seen that number. I think I played this the other day, and that number is almost 600. So it does go higher sometimes. So if you're out there wondering if Ghost is still playable, at least on the PlayStation side of things, it's still playable. I mean, we can go right here so you guys can see that there is 163 players in the TDM playlist. So TDM is still popping off right now. And then I don't know if Hardcore has anyone playing Hardcore. There's not. I believe TDM is pretty much the only game mode that's playable. I believe all these other playlists are empty, except for Search and Destroy. Search and Destroy does have 18 players, so that is still playable. So if you're interested in playing this game, definitely come back and play it. And let me know down below, what was your experience with Ghost? Did you enjoy it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you never play it? Do you want to play it? Because I'm very interested to see. I want to start getting keeping track of who's playing what games, because I would love to see some numbers in my channel to see if who is a old school COD player, who is a newer COD player, who is a meteor. What's the word? Medium player, I guess is the word, I guess I could say. Someone who plays a little bit of everything but doesn't really play every COD. So, be super interested. Otherwise, man, this has been Call of Duty Ghost in 2025, man. It's still playable, it's still fun, it's still smooth. There's still hackers, unfortunately, and the glitches and bugs that this game still has, or had it back in the day, it still does indeed exist. So, keep in mind of that. One comment I want to make before I end this video is the maps in this game. We're going to go back here to private match, and I want to show you guys something. Now, the maps in this game were pretty fire, in my opinion. I know a lot of people hate on Stonehaven because it's a big map, but in all honesty, half the maps in Modern Warfare and half the maps in the Black Ops series that we've gotten in the last 5 years are all pretty much the same size. And Warzone's quadrupled this size. So, if you're bitching about Stonehaven's size, I think you're just bad at the game. But a lot of these maps were really good. Freefall was an unironically really fun map to play. I mean, something about playing in a collapsing skyscraper is just cool. Strike Zone, one of my favorite maps in this game, probably one of my top 10 favorite maps of all time. Strike Zone is just fantastic. It plays so well. But there's another map that I really wanted to talk about that I honestly completely forgot existed. Let me know down below if you remember this map, because I completely forgot about it. Is the Scrapyard remake. I completely forgot about the Scrapyard remake. For whatever reason, I did not remember that there is a Scrapyard remake in Call of Duty Ghost. I don't know how I forgot it, but I did. And it is hysterical. I currently don't have all the DLCs on this account. Maybe in the future I'll buy all the DLCs for old CODs and go through like best DLC maps in the game or something. You'll see a couple games in this series. I do have all the DLCs, like Infinite. I have a season pass for Infinite, so I'll have all the maps over there to showcase. But some other games I don't. Like I don't have the map pack in NWR either. But yeah, so I completely forgot about Scrapyard in this game. I played this yesterday on a multiplayer. I found a random match of Ignition, and I was running around the map, and I was like, this map feels like Scrapyard. Like what the fuck? It feels like Scrapyard. And I thought maybe it was just a coincidence. And then I hopped on today to record this video, and I looked at all the maps to choose what map to play, and I was like, huh, it is a fucking Scrapyard remake. So that's why I felt like Scrapyard so much. Which is just funny. I don't know. Maybe I was the only one that forgot about this map, but I feel like I've never heard anyone mention Scrapyard's remake on this game. And I don't know what other games have a Scrapyard remake. I think Modern Warfare Remastered has, not Modern Warfare Remastered, Modern Warfare 2019. I think that game does have a remaster of Scrapyard as well, but I'm not totally sure there. But yeah, who would have known? But with that being said, because I sound like I'm having an aneurysm here with my sickness. So I'll end the video. I may redo this video in the future, just when I'm not sick no more, because I have a ton of stuff I want to talk about Ghost. Like I could go into a 3-hour video just talking about things about Ghost that I loved and hated. That's just how good this game was. So if you guys want a longer video or another video on Ghost, let me know down below, show some love and support, and I will definitely make that happen. Because these games don't take long to download. I think Ghost takes like 15 minutes to download, so I could easily delete something, download this game, and make a video, and then delete it again. They don't take much space up or time up. So the next game in the 2025 series will be Black Ops 3, and then AW and IW will be the next two after that. So I want to try to get a minimum of 2 out a week, but I am going to try to pump some more out because I do have some other series that I want to get into. And I want to get into those as fast as possible, like God of War Ragnarok. That got put on PSN Plus today, and I want to start that series hopefully next week. But I need the storage. So you're going to see a lot of these 2025 videos in a row, just trying to get them out of the way, so that we can focus on some other series as well. But we'll have to wait and see how everything goes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been an absolute blast talking about Ghost again with you guys. Again, let me know down below, did you love, hate, don't really care about Ghost? Let me know. down below. If you haven't played it already, let me know down below. Are you willing to play it again, or give it a shot, or maybe you feel if you have never played it or you've played it and you didn't like it, are you willing to give it another shot? Or if you haven't played it, are you willing to play it? Because I would. Some people hate on games like this, and then when they come back to them, they realize how good they were. I know a lot of people did that with Infinite. A lot of people hate on Infinite, and then ones that came back and played it again realized just how good of a game it was. So let me know about that, about Ghost, if you'd be the same way. And if you are interested in playing it again, are you going to play it again? That is the ultimate question. Now, I know Ghost on PlayStation is normally full price, but you can find really dirt cheap copies like GameStop and stuff like that. So keep an eye out on those. It's also on social medias. I think Amazon may have a PS4 copy of Ghost for dirt cheap, because Amazon sometimes gets those like older pre-owned versions, or you can get them at a discount or something. So keep an eye out if you're interested in that. But yeah, otherwise, man, Ghost is still playable in 2025. So if you want to play this game, go for it. And I will see you guys in Black Ops 3 in the next video. So, peace.